back to my YouTube channel. And I have not been posting in like the longest time ever. It's been like 2 weeks, but I've been so busy. Oh my goodness. So I went to Hulu and then I came back. I've been like job hopping, job searching, interviewing and everything, getting back with my life, and I lost my camera, so I haven't been filming videos or editing or anything. But I hope you guys are still here and watching my videos. And welcome to my first story time. I don't think I've done any story times yet, but today I'm going to be doing a story time about when I worked at Jack in the Box. So let's get into this video. But first of all, this is some real tea. So because I know a lot of my Jack in the Box coworkers, they still follow me and everything, so I gotta like, I cannot say, I'm not gonna talk about anyone, but I'm just talking about my experiences and how I, made it through Jack in the Box. So for Jack in the Box, when I first applied, that was my first job at 16, and if you guys know me, I am so freaking clumsy. I am the clumsiest person you will ever meet. And for my first day, I got hired on the spot, so they gave me a day and then I just came in. I was still going to school, high school, so I was in like my sophomore or junior, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so my first day was it was so stressful for me because like right after they showed me the place and everything, they threw me onto the cashing out person. So like I was doing the money and dealing with the money and everything, and it was very very fast paced because it's fast food, come on now. So I was like, yo, this is really fast. Like, okay, I'm trying to learn everything. I had struggled a lot because like they didn't really teach me, they just kind of threw me on there. And it was New Year's Eve, like keep in mind, it was New Year's Eve or New Year's, it was December 31st, so it was packed and super busy. So I was like so stressed out, like I don't know how to do this. I was panicking, and then I went home and I started crying because I felt like, oh my gosh, like I think I got the money wrong. Like, what if I do it? Am I going to jail? All of these thoughts were coming into my head, and I was like, I think I should quit. Like, dude, this is not it. So yeah, that was my first day. I was super stressed out, and luckily I made it through the day. And then turns out I wasn't missing money, I was just overthinking. That was my first time crying, like, because it was not first time crying, but like at a job, because it was my first job. And on my first day I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But a couple days later, I lost the bathroom key because, so at this Jack in the Box, you like have to have a key to open the door to the bathrooms, right? So I didn't hear that, like, okay, you're not supposed to give it to the customers because like they might leave it open, or like homeless people and stuff. So I was like, okay, I won't give it. And then I saw one of my coworkers do it because she trusted him or something. So I was like, okay, it's super busy. Okay, so I was like, are you gonna bring it back? Are you sure? And he was like, yes, I'll bring it back. He seemed like a trustworthy guy. He never came back with the keys, and I took the blame because it was on me. So I got in trouble, like not in big trouble like you're fired, but they were like, okay, you're not supposed to do that, don't do that anymore, we'll see if like they bring the keys back. And then like 2 months later they mailed it back, and I guess he was from another state, but he mailed the keys back because he forgot and he took it with him. So that happened. And I was like, during this time, like when I lost the key, I was like, yo, I should quit. Like, I'm such a terrible worker. Who else could be worse than me? Like, literally, who else? I got better after they put me like on fryers cooking, because then I was like getting the hang of everything, and then I became like a lot better. So yeah, I think I just needed to get familiar with like the items on the menu, because I was really slow, and like I didn't know what a combo was until I started working. So that's how much I learned from this work experience. But there was a little story, oh my gosh. when I went to the bathrooms, or no, okay, so this was before COVID, and I would clean the tables and everything, and then there was this very, very suspicious guy just sitting and looking at like the workers, and I was like, does he need anything? But he kept staring at me. He was like, hi, what's your name? And I was like, oh, I'm Naomi. I was so gullible that I told him my name. But I told him, oh, my name's Naomi, I work here. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he said that he was my boss's friend. I never mentioned this to my boss for some reason. I don't know why. But I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, I don't really care. I don't know my boss. So yeah, I was like, I don't really care. And then he was like, oh yeah, okay. And then I don't know, we were just talking, and then I left because I had to go, you know, like nobody got time to sit and talk, you know. So I left, and then later on I went to, I think it was like couple weeks later, I went to the bathroom and he was there, and then he followed me to the bathroom, and then he was like, hi, and I was like, hi. And then one of my coworkers was in the bathroom, and she took the key with her in the bathroom, so I was locked out of the bathroom, and I was like, hi, I really gotta go. And then he came up and he was like, hi, and I was like, hi. I give you my number, and we go out sometime. And I was like, yo, what? He's like 40. I was like 16, and I was like, what the heck is he saying, you know? And then he was like, yeah, I give you my number, and we go out, I work right there. And I was like, it's okay, I'm underage. And then I froze, like I really froze, because I have not had someone like ask me like that on, like, you know, I wasn't expecting it. I was like, what the heck is he doing? So I was so shocked. And then um yeah, and then luckily right when he said that, I said I'm underage, and then the girl opened the bathroom, so I ran in, and then I came out, and then he was still there, and he was like waiting for me. He was like, oh, it's okay then. And I was like, yeah, it better be okay. But yeah, I went to go tell my coworkers and my team leaders, and they were just like, what the heck? But nothing happened. They were just like, oh, just be careful, you know. So that happened. That was one of the stories. I have so many. But another story that happened was like during COVID, before like months before I quit, there was this like Indian guy, and I was taking orders on the headset. So this girl was cashing him out at the other window, and then she didn't do something, so I gave him, oh, I took the card out and then gave it to him, but my mask was like under my nose, because this was before COVID, and like, you know, we didn't really wear masks yet, so I was wearing it like wrong under my nose. And then he was like, he was making such a big deal because I didn't have my mask over my nose like that. So he was like, no, I don't want it, because like, I don't know, he was saying something that like he didn't want the food anymore because my mask wasn't on correctly. But I was like, dude, the girls behind me, they weren't even wearing masks, so I don't know why he was picking on me when I gave him the card. Yeah, so I was like, so like, what the heck is he trying to say, you know? Because they blamed it on the Asian people. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely being racist to me, because I did not have my mask on completely, and the other girls behind me weren't even wearing masks. So I was like, but he pointed at me, and I was like, okay, this, I almost cried, but I tried to suck it in, and I used that story in like many of my scholarships, and I won the scholarship, so woo! But seriously, that was pretty racist, and it hurt my feelings. While I was working, I had such cool coworkers. Like literally, they were literally the coolest I've ever had in all of the jobs that I've been to, no offense, but like they were just like chill, you know, super chill. And my team leaders were really chill too. Shout out to Lolly and Nicole, I love you guys. Oh yeah, and there was this one time where, oh yeah, why do I keep changing the subject, I'm sorry, but there were like arguments between coworkers. Like that's how close they were, or how much they didn't like each other, I guess. I don't know. I was never a part of that, because like I was too afraid to say something, even though like I do have my opinions. I never said anything. But yeah, I was always like the quiet one, and then like once you talk to me, I'll talk, you know. But there was this one time that I was walking outside. I got off at 10 o'clock, and there was this homeless guy with a cart of like stuff in his cart. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. You know, I really feel like the calling to give him some money. So I gave him some money. I gave him like 10 bucks. And then he was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. He was like, thanks. Now I could go buy some cigarettes. I was like, give me my 10 bucks back. I was so pissed off because like I was literally trying to be thoughtful, and then he just used it on drugs. But I was too embarrassed to be like, oh, actually, can I have that back? So I was just like, whatever. But guys, not all people who are like homeless are like innocent, okay? Some of them do drugs. And next time, now I know that if I want to give them food, then I'll like just buy them food or something. Wait, if I want to give them something, I'll just give them food. Okay, but yeah, working at Jack in the Box was super fun. It was great for my first job. A lot of people are like, I don't want to work at fast food, which I also didn't want to work at fast food. But it is good for your first job. It teaches you how to work at a fast pace, deal with rude customers because you will always get them. And eventually you'll climb your way up to like grocery or like retail, because I am working at a grocery store right now. I applied to Buffalo. I want to get those tips, you know. I did get a job interview, and I passed for my second interview for Forever 21 like a couple months ago, but I didn't take the job because I wasn't able to drive yet. But yeah, I honestly would not hate on Jack in the Box. There were moments that I hated it because like I was always frying and I was always cooking. But honestly, I was really glad that that was my first that was my first job, because I love the people, and I like, you really just get to get really close to your coworkers, and I personally liked it. So yeah, but there are better jobs out there. I know some people get like Planet Fitness as their first jobs, which I also applied there. But yeah, you will not get like to work at retail when you're like 16, you know. And if that does happen, cool, but it's pretty rare. So just saying, you guys. But I hope you guys liked my story time. I had some really crazy stories, and if you guys want to know more, let me know and maybe I'll make a part 2. But I hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.